Hey everyone, this is Minister Ashley. I wanted to have a quick discussion about demons. Yeah, that may sound like a little weird, but however, if you are a traditional Christian or either if you're a Christian witch or anyone that may follow any type of Christian doctrine, that you need to know about demons. The reason being is because if you can know about the opposite end of the spectrum, such as angels and then demons, you can command and control the demons, which will be vices in your life. We can see this example from King Solomon. You can even see this example from the Christ, where he would command the demons to go out, to do this, to do that. And we can have that same power in our lives. So enemies can sneak up and attack if you do not recognize that you indeed have an enemy. If you can recognize that you have a vice, you can therefore name it. So now we have different names for vices, but on the other side, there are demons, and those demons have names. And if we can name those demons, name those vices, we can control them on the spiritual planes. So now they have so let me back up. All right. They have medicines to try to control and suppress different symptoms and different vices. But you have to continue to take that medicine in order to be able to control it. And medicines are herbs, and herbs have corresponding energies, spirits, and astrological movements. So on that end, that they are able to, you're still working on the spiritual side when you're taking medicines, but they're very controlled and they are stripped of a lot of their power. I spoke about this in another video about medicines and pharmaceutical industry called 𝗀𝗵cie, and that's a whole industry that is also a magical tool that they use to suppress people and control people. But if you can name that demon, then you can control it. You can cast it down. And that's what the Christ, Yahshua, Jesus would talk about in the text, that you can cast down those spirits, those energies. Now, a lot of Christians are taught about Lucifer, Satan, and the devil, and they pretty much group them all together. And that's a Trinity. Then you have on the opposite side, you have the Trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And what happens there? You can combat the lower nature through the higher nature, hell under the domain of heaven. The problem with grouping them all together, such as Satan, Lucifer, and the devil, and just grouping all demons under that, is that you lose a lot of your power to have over top of them. And so think about this as if you have like the three ones that I mentioned before, and then you have like the demons that are ruling and affecting people on the lower planes underneath of them, and you're only trying to cast down the devil or Satan or Lucifer, that you lose a lot of your power. So therefore people turn to other vices. The society is set up so that people are operating off of vices, regardless of if your vice may be a physical pastor, or either if it may be a bar, or it may be food, it may be XYZ, you name whatever it may be, that these are still vices that have spirits that operate behind them. And for those that don't really believe in spirits, and you are, you use the Bible or you have read the Bible. So you think about the man that had a legion of demons within him. So that means that there are a multitude of different types of demons, and they all have specific names. And then you also can see where there have been demons that beat people. There have been demons that were chased out by Christ. There are demons that if you go to the original text, like the original language that it was written in, that you will see the actual demon's name, such as you can't serve two masters, God, and then Mammon. And Mammon is a actual demon, and you can call it by name. You can command it either or way. Another one would be like greed, and they have 𝗂𝗵𝗿𝗂, I think that's how you say it, don't quote me on it. A great example is when the Christ noticed that there were some demons, and then he casted them out, and they asked permission to go into the swine, which are like pigs. And then from there they went into the swine, and then they pretty much caused those pigs to go commit suicide pretty much. And so they have to have a physical host, they have to have flesh and blood, and also demons rule flesh and blood, and they rule like the matter. 666, which is what they call the mark of the beast, and the beast is what? Animals. And animals are the physical nature. And then you have as well, man have 666, 6 neutrons, protons, and electrons. And then in reality we have the 666, which is nothing but matter. So matter, a spirit has to have matter, physical matter, to dwell in order for it to operate. And being that we're half God, half animal, half angel, half demon, meaning matter, that we have to be able to control matter. We have to use our angelic self to control our animalistic nature. So that's what man, we're half and half. And so when you can control and command the matter, which is like your body is made of matter, everything in this world, physical world, is made of matter. If we can command it by knowing its name, and then we can pretty much master anything in our lives that may be a vice, that may be holding us back from really tapping into the higher realms, the angelic realms, which would be heaven, and then hell would be matter, the physical world.